accurate was I in my 5-star predictions? Can I predict the next 5 books correctly? Hi, my name is Jeanette, and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So today I am reviewing the books that I predicted to be 5 stars back in February. So I will link that video below. I have now read all 5 books, and I will tell you what I actually rated them, and the reviews for each of these books will be linked in the description below. Book number 1 was The Extraordinary Deaths of Sarah Brunsfold. I read this back in May, and I rated it 4 stars. Now, this one, I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I hoped to enjoy it because it hit home a little bit too close to me. It was too emotional for me because of personal experiences with somebody dying. Then, book number 2 was The Crushing Depths by Danny Petrie. This is book number 2. Yes, book number 2 of the Coastal Guardians series. I read this one back in June, and I rated it 4 stars. I really enjoyed the main character in this one in book 1. She was a secondary character in book 1. And so I was excited to start this one and follow her, but it wasn't the main character storyline that I cared about that much in this one. I was really more about the secondary character again. That is why it was a 4-star for me. The third book was When Twilight Breaks by Sarah Sundin. I read this in July, and again, I rated it 4 stars. I just didn't connect with the characters as much as I hoped to connect with the characters. But I really did enjoy the book, and it was 4 stars. Book number 4 was The Harsh Charge by Karen Whitmire. This is book number 2 of the Hanger's Horseman series. I just recently did a reading vlog on this series, so I will link that below. And I loved this book. This book was 5 stars. Now, I expected to really love this book because it's historical romance featuring cowboys, horses, set on a ranch area. Yeah. And I really, really enjoyed it. And this was my favorite of that whole series. Then my last book was At Lighthouse Point by Suzanne Woods Fisher. This is book number 3 of the Three Sisters Island series. And again, I rated it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. There were some things lacking in it, and a lot of the romance took place off the page, and I would have liked to see more of the romance bloom. But I still really enjoyed it. Out of those 5 books, 4 of them were 4 stars, and 1 was 5 stars. Kind of looking back at kind of books that I really enjoyed and stuff, I have found that I really tend to enjoy books 2 and 3 more than the beginning of the series. And the fact that this one was a 5-star in book 2 just proves that. So now I have a list of the next 5 books that I'm hoping will be 5 stars. Starting with book number 1 is Malicious Intent by Lynn H. Blackburn. This is book number 2 of her Defend and Protect series, which is why I chose it as a prediction, because it is book number 2. I have not read book number 1 of this series, but I have read Lynn's Dive Team Investigations series, and all 3 of those books were 5 stars for me, so I really enjoyed her writing. And this one is Blurbed by Lynette Eason, who is one of my favorite authors. It's a romantic suspense, which is my favorite genre. And let's just read a bit of the back. Her years of research and sleepless nights are about to pay off, if she can stay alive. So I don't want to go into like the full description on the back because it is book 2, but I will tell you it features a U.S. Secret Service agent and a reunion of childhood best friends. I'm really looking forward to getting to this series, and I really expect to enjoy this one. Then, book number 2 that I chose was Trial and Error by Robert Whitlow. This one is on my Kindle, so here's a picture. And the description says, a small town lawyer has been searching for his daughter for 18 years. Now another young woman is missing, and he's determined to find them both, no matter the cost. Now there is a big, long, like a longer description, but that's kind of a tagline sort of, and that's what I'm going to leave there. So I chose this one because, one, it's Robert Whitlow, and I've given a lot of his books 5 stars. Recently this year I read Relative Justice, and I gave that one 5 stars. It is a mystery suspense with legal, like featuring a lawyer. And it is featuring searching for a missing child, discovering clues to lead to his own missing child. I'm very intrigued, and I have very high hopes for this one. The third book I chose is Love on Ice by Carolyn Miller. This is book number 2 of her original 6 hockey series. And I chose this for a couple of reasons. One, it's featuring hockey, which I just love following hockey. If you're going to give me a sports romance, make it a hockey romance, please. It is a contemporary romance. It is book 2 of the series, which is why I picked it, because it's book 2. She's focused on winning gold. He wants to lose the player tag. Can a fake relationship become something real? Aussie short track skater Holly has one goal: make the Vancouver Games, no matter what it takes. She has no time for distractions, even if they come in the handsome form of her best friend's twin brother. This hockey player may say he's not a player, but can she trust him? Brent has one goal: make his sister's best friend realize he's a changed man, and she should give him a chance. When a setup in Hawaii helps these two opposites realize they have more in common than they thought, what happens when he wants to turn their fake relationship into something real? And how can that relationship work when these two elite athletes never see each other and live on opposite sides of the world? I chose this one because hockey. It features a hockey player and a short track skater. It's a best friend's brother romance story. It features a fake relationship, possibly leading to more. Like, what else could we ask for? Marriage of convenience. So yeah, that is book number 3. Book number 4 that I chose is The Lines Between Us by Amy Lynn Green. This is a historical fiction, and I absolutely love her other 2 books. I gave both of them 5 stars, which gives me really high hopes that I will love this one as well. It features smoke jumpers, which I have read a couple books featuring smoke jumpers. I'm thinking especially of a Lynette Easton series. I can't think of the name of the series. When the Smoke Clears is one of the books. I can't think of the name of the series. And I really enjoyed it. I don't know, that's just kind of a thing that intrigues me, I guess. And women fighting for justice. The tag at the top says, a World War II novel of courage and conviction, based on the true experience of the men who fought fires as conscientious objectors, and the women who fought prejudice to serve in the Women's Army Corps. I'm hoping to really enjoy this one. And book number 5 is Hope Between the Pages by Pepper Basham. This is a historical, possibly, I think, but the tagline on the back says, "Uncover the story behind a 100-year-old bookish love note." Do I really need to know anything else? But I'm going to share a bit more about for you. I picked this one up in May, when we were on vacation in May. I picked this one up. I have really enjoyed a lot of Pepper Basham's historical stories, and when I did my book haul video recently, one of my subscribers, so one of you, left me a comment saying that she adored Pepper Basham and Hope Between the Pages should be high on my list, in her opinion, in her humble opinion. I love the way she wrote this. It says, she loved all the bookishness of it. Dual timeline, yes please. 2 heroes, yes please. 2 heroines, yes please. And lots of emotion and toe curls. Like, okay, where's my favorite? This book featured 2 heroes and 2 heroines, and I absolutely loved it. And the fact that this one does too, and it's a dual timeline, and it's like bookish based with a love note. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this book, and I'm hoping to get to it soon. So those are the 5 books that I have really high hopes for. I posted this last 5-star predictions in February, and I'm now in September, so I read them all by the end of August, and I posted at the end of February, so March, April, May, June, July, August, 6 months. 6 months. So half a year to get to 5 books, that's not really good. But I mean, I read so many other books as well, right? So if we're going September now, October, November, December, January, February, March. So as long as I can read them by March, ideally, if I could have the next video up by the end of February, that would be awesome. Can I do it? Well, let's find out. I'm really excited about these books, so hopefully I can. Have you read any of these 5 books? And will I enjoy them as much as I hope to enjoy them? Stay tuned to find out. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video today. I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel and kind of just follow my reading journey. And let's chat in the comments below. Have a good day. Bye.